Kindly download MongoDB and try to install. Download MongoDB and try to install. Yeah, complete it today. You should complete it today. Right. So I want to show. Can you do that first without any delay? So for downloading the MongoDB, you can go at mongodb.com. Okay. And you can go to that product section, or even though if you want, you can directly search download MongoDB. Download MongoDB. So there is the download center. You have to go here, MongoDB. Here you can select MongoDB server. Okay, then MongoDB server you can select here MongoDB community server, and you can check like a version. Current release is going on 4.2.0, so you can download the previous release is fine. This is the stable release, so 4.0.12, and you can select according to your OS. Okay, so then you can select a MSI packet, then start downloading. Once you completed the download, you can follow the MongoDB installation process. Okay, so you can so here you can search like a MongoDB installation on Windows, let's suppose. Okay, so you can follow this documents also. Like, so you can install here MongoDB. You can follow this documents. Very easy, just like a normal software. Once you can download and run the MongoDB installer, okay, then you have to select the option like run server as a network service. Okay, then next, okay, then after you can internally you can download the MongoDB Compass also. So installer automatically download MongoDB Compass also. So MongoDB Compass is for MongoDB Compass is for MongoDB Compass is just like a client. Okay, so you can start a MongoDB client. So first of all, I want to start a MongoDB Compass. Okay, I have described these things in this work in previous session, I think. Okay, let me load it. Then after, I want to describe here. Let me open that a spider. Got it. So kindly open the spider first. Work with me, please. I will give only today 30 minutes only. Jashwant, have you installed MongoDB? Rahul, are you there? Rahul Pandey, are you there? Rahul Pandey, are you there? Have you installed MongoDB? Sneha, Swati, you have to install, please. Sneha, have you installed MongoDB? Okay, good, Swati. Sneha, have you installed? Sneha, have you installed? Sai Sharup, Shai Sharup, Shai Ram, Sneha, have you installed? I'm asking. Shai Sharup, have you installed? Tell me, guys, if you. Yeah, Kumar installed. Lakshmi Priya, I think Lakshmi Priya already installed. Yeah. Okay. Good. Good. So, okay. So if you have installed the MongoDB, okay, so you can establish one localhost connection. How this is the host localhost port number 27017. Okay, by default, no need to SRV record is not required. Let's suppose you no need to. Let's suppose you want to you want to make your connection with the another server. Okay, another server, so you have to provide their username password here and then SHA 256 encryption description. Okay, so here first make sure first make sure your MongoDB server internally should be running. Okay, internally should be running. So actually you install that MSI. So once you start the Windows services, automatically that MongoDB server has been started along with the Windows services. So if you want, you can check here. You can check here you can see here our MongoDB server is running here. You can check here at the process ID PID 4828 MongoDB server is running. Okay. So for making the connection, you have make sure MongoDB server should be running on your server. MongoDB server should be running on your server. Okay, got it. So let's see. I have already some MongoDB connection here. Let's suppose you want to make a new connection. So you can create new connection, but I have already created some connection here. I want to check that connection. Okay, so let me connect here. If you want to make a new connection, I want to connect it with. It should work. I don't know. Okay, no issue. I want to make a new connection here. Okay. So let's suppose I want to make this connection name REST data science DB. REST API data science DB. So I can see here in local. So this is our DB name. So we have already created some database in MongoDB. Last session we have already created. So how can you create your database? If you want to create a database, so you can put here database name. Okay, let's suppose database name is QIRD MongoDB QIRD MongoDB 2. Okay, so you can put that any DB name, and then let's suppose I want to put some collection name. I have already described in MongoDB the collection is just like a table. So I want to write here collection name is REST API framework. REST API framework. REST API framework. Okay, kindly start your work along with me. So create a database. So we can see here in our this database there is a REST API framework. My goal is okay. So got it. So I have already described how can you create your project in should I describe or not? Okay, so if you want to create a project, you can create a new project. Okay, and then in this project you have to create one modules. Okay, and this modules, whatever code I will share, you have to run executed codes. So how can you do that? Let's suppose I want to describe this line of codes. This is our test Mongo app.py. Okay, test Mongo app.py. For this, what step you have to follow? This is a step first. Okay, I want to write here. Okay, so we can see here to create a simple Flash app project to Hello World KYRD. I have already described this project. Okay, so how can you do that? You can create a project, open a spider. Okay, then open a spider project menu, then new project in folder, then create a module with the same name app.py and create and paste below code into this file. Okay, so this is our code. I have already described. This is for just like making a connection API. So how can we do that? We have one framework called Flask. So for how can we import that Flask framework? How can you import that Flask framework? You can import from Flask, import Flask. Okay, import Flask, and then this is for MongoDB. This is for different one by Mongo. So you have to simple Flask underscore name, and you have to pass at the rate app.root. So this is the context root. If you are passing any context or any end URL, you can pass here. But let's suppose I'm not passing here any URL. So let's suppose you are passing only slash. So this goes into the context, root context. Root context means like you no need to. You have to just write your IP and then localhost. That's it. No need to write any and URL. But so these things I have already described. Okay. So once you write this line of codes, okay, try it. Try this line of codes, please. Okay. So and then once you then you have to open. You have to open the what the Anaconda permit and where you have to start that calls. So how can you do that? How can you do that? You have to write here Python. You have to write here Python. Okay, and then you have to pass the path, exact path of that codes where you have stored it locally. Got it? So as of now, I describe we have done with that execution code level. Bharat, have you tried? Have you tried, Jaswant? Kumar? Tell me, guys.
Yeah, Avitesh, I tried.
Okay, Lakshmipriya, have you tried? I think we have completed in last to last session. Venkat? No, I'm saying that have you tried earlier? Actually, I described this concept in previous previous Saturday. Try it. Then then I want to show. So this project, these things I've already completed. The main objective is I want to make the connectivity with the. Okay, no issue. So the main thing is that this thing is already described. So main thing is that I want to make the connectivity with the MongoDB. Okay, MongoDB. I want to make the connectivity with the MongoDB. How can we do that? How can we do that? So for MongoDB, you have to import PyMongo. For MongoDB, you have to import PyMongo. For MongoDB, you have to import PyMongo. Then after, then after, then after you have to call like a Flask framework, okay, and store into that object app. And this line of code is for, you can see here, this line of code is for first, what we'll do that PyMongo.mongo client and MongoDB localhost 27017. So this is for DB. Then this is you have to pass DB name. So let's suppose I want to connect with this DB. The DB name of the DB name is QIRD Mongo DB2. So you have to pass QIRD MongoDB2. You have to pass here QIRD MongoDB2. Then collection name, you have to pass the collection name. So what is the collection name? Collection name is REST API framework. REST API framework. So let me pass here collection name REST API framework. Framework. REST API framework. Collection name is REST API framework. Then then it will pass to the collection underscore name, and there is one list you created MyDB and passing this, and you have to pass that object. That's it. So this is you can get this line of code on Google also, how to make the connection with the Python with MongoDB. So once you get that connection, I want to post some data. I want to post some data on the MongoDB using Postman. So how can you do that? How can you do that? Before that, tell me, what should I do here? Tell me, guys. Hey, Lakshmipriya, tell me. Lakshmipriya, are you there? Lakshmipriya, are you there? Yeah, good, Sagar. So, okay. So, what is the location name? So, how can we see the location here? This is our location. This is our location. Even though you can go to that location, and you can go to that location here. Okay, and here from here you can drag and drop this .py file. Okay, you can drag and drop this .py file here. Simple. And then run it. So we can see here, now you can see here what restarting with the state debugger is active. This is the debugger window and running on HTTP 27001 localhost 5000. So this is and URL. This is and URL. You can hit and try with the here from your So why it's showing this one by default, we can see here. Okay, so you can see here what is the root context. So this is once the service is started, you can see here @app.root. Okay, @root, and if you are passing any mapping here, let's suppose test. So once you and then save it and then refresh it and then go to the browser, okay, then you can see here not found. Why so? Why so? Because in our code we can see here, instead of this root context, I passed one and URL, that is test. So first of all, you have to pass here slash test here. It will be mapped with their test. Then it will be executed hello QIRD. I want to change anything in our, so you can return any HTML file. I want to change hello hello data science, hello DS. So you no need to restart the server. Okay, you can simply refresh it. You can see here hello DS. So you can see here how we with the use of Flask, how we are connecting with the calling the REST API calling. So this is not a REST API. Coming to that REST API here, like I will try to push some data into the MongoDB through the Postman. Let's suppose what happened in let's suppose you are trying to fill one form, any form here on web. Okay, so generally, let's suppose I want to form I want to form NASA application form for students. Okay, so you can go to here that website. Okay, and you can fill that NASA education, NASA for students, and try to fill that form. That's it. Let me for students for education. Any forms, any form. So what we are doing here from UI, you are trying to push the data into the DB. Same things, I want to push some data into the DB through the Postman because right now I don't have any UI. I don't have any UI. So how can we do that? How can we do that? Let's see. I want to describe into the code here. So I want to see first of all, I have to make some connection between MongoDB to our code, Python code. So for this, I have to execute this line of codes. So we can see here this line of code successfully executed. This line of code successfully executed. I want to push some data into my MongoDB. So how can we do that? How can we do that? So this is the line of codes. Okay, @app root. Okay, and what is the context slash framework? Okay, and then method is post. I want to define one add framework. I want to add some data framework into the MongoDB framework. I want to add some data into the MongoDB through the Postman. How can we do that? You can say here there is one name and then language. Name and language. There is two parameters I want to pass. I want to fill into the collection, whatever collection we have created. Okay, then you can see here request dot JSON request. You can see here what is the request. You can see here. Okay, you can see here. I have imported some object. This is the JSONify object, flash and request. Okay, so on this request object, you are calling request.json. It will take a name and map this JSON format and map with this variable name. That again, next variable is request.json will take a language and map with the language. Then after I have I want to insert this data into the MongoDB. So you have to execute that query. How what is the query? MongoDB query for insertion. We have one function called insert function, and in this insert function you can say in collection generally we holds the Python dictionary. So you can see here we have a name, and in against name you can map with the name. Then language, in language will map with language, whatever that language will pass from the UI, not UI, Postman. Then then after I want to find, you can say new framework, my call that find one, and you want to find their ID on the basis of framework ID. So generally, you MongoDB, you can see here MongoDB. If you are creating any collection, okay, any collection. So by default, let me open that. Okay, if you want to insert any documents, so the MongoDB internally it's created one ID. That object ID is basically called. So here 12 digit some ID is created. First one is defined some data, then a machine ID, then PID, then counter. So you can go through with that. What is the ID, document ID in MongoDB? You can see. Okay. So I will describe that MongoDB concept in MongoDB session. Don't worry. So let's coming to the then output is, you can see here what is the output. I want to take output. I want to take whatever name you are passing into the name, and whatever long language you are passing, you are trying to push into that language, and I want to make that JSONify, and in result, in JSON result, that means in response I want to show that output. You can see here this is our output. I want to show the output in the result, and I want to JSONify. That's it. And you have to write this line of code. So for this, what you can do here, I want to execute. So first of all, so how can you connect? How can you let me execute this line of codes? Okay. So before getting that values, okay, I want to push the data into the post through the Postman. How can we do that? Have you installed the Postman? Postman? Anyone? Lakshmi Priya?
Installed, sir.
Okay. So could you try with? You can see here in Postman there is a option, some method option, get method, post method, put method, fetch method. I want to post the data through the Postman. So we can see here. I want to check. This PyMongo connection is fine or not. Have you installed PyMongo? If you want to know here, PyMongo is installed or not. So you can see here, yeah, PyMongo is installed. It's working fine. Have you installed that PyMongo? Lakshmi Priya, have you installed? Last session I told that you have to install
Yeah.
Flask and Python.
Yeah, install.
Okay. Okay, good. So I want to see here we have a so this is a post. Okay, then you have to take that URL, direct URL HTTP localhost 500 frameworks. So you can see here I want to post the data. Okay, that is our URL. Localhost framework method is post, and once we'll call here, let me call this localhost 500 framework. In headers, what you have to pass, okay, in headers, you can just select like coming to the body here. In body, you can select header. It will be automatically take. In body, you have to select raw, and then after you have to select JSON application. Okay, JSON data. I'm trying to passing two object, name and language, according to that code, name and language. I want to see what is the error. Let me. Okay. Okay, got it. So let me describe these things, then I will come back. Okay. So I want to see here name, Flask and Python. Okay, and then so simply you have to pass this request. You have to pass this request and try to execute this line of codes. This is your request. This is your post URL. Okay, and then this is a post code you have to run. Sorry, this is already. I have already inserted total 3 times. That's why it's giving that error. Yeah, can you try with that code? I have shared the post code also. URL also try with that and hit that postman. Please do that. Let's see what is the okay. So you will be able to see here in result. You can even though same things I want to check with postman. So I have to post this code into the postman. We can see here in our postman the data is already inserted. Data is inserted right now. Got it? Flask and Python. Flask and Python. I want to check, I want to get the data, same data. Now I posted, I want to get same data from here. How can we do that? So we can see here code is successfully executed. Same things instead of in, yeah. So if you want to pass any name, you can pass that name also. Framework, then getting the data, you can pass the name also. Got it? Got it or not? Are you getting my point? So for get, you can try. Hey, Lakshmipriya, got it?
Yes, sir, I'm trying. My system
Yeah.
is busy. Yeah.
Yeah, you can see here, like you can instead of that framework, you can pass that name. You can map with any name here. Okay. That then you can try once. Definitely, you will be get the data from here. You can see here now how I posted. I have already shown here how earlier I have created that new DB, Mongo DB, and one collection. That time in that collection there was no data. Now after the pushing the data through the Postman using REST API, so you can say here now the data is already successfully posted into the DB, Mongo DB. So this is the way, but real story I want to describe, like what is our real job. Real job is I want to describe this one. So I want to import required modules. Okay, then searching for files. Got it. Then separating the files. I want to insert Mongo collection. Okay, then I want to send data MongoDB, and then I want to create backup and then mail. So we'll do that activity on this weekend. Tomorrow onward, in evening, I will start new batch level 3. Okay, and in morning, I will start new batch of machine learning. So if you want, you can attend two batch parallelly. In morning, machine learning will be going on, and in evening, level 3 will be going on. That's it. Got it? So as of now, we have completed level 3. You can try with your own. If you are facing any doubts, you can let me know. Venkat, who is the caller? Jashwant, can you try? Bharat, Ashif, Lakshmipriya, Surender, Pratik. Got it? Yeah, please do that. Please try to complete this work today only. Yeah, Bharat. Yeah, please do that. Thank you so much. Yeah, please, Lakshmipriya, try to complete it today only. If you are facing your job is like you have to push the data through the poster, and even though you can apply another operation also. If you want to post, get and post, you can apply get post. You can get that post the data, then get the data. You can see here. If you want, you can pass the name. I want to get the data. So you can check with the one name, like I want to find the name, anything. You can pass here. Same context, root context, you can pass. You can check with the Postman. How can you do that? Where is that? This one now. If you want to add more collection, you can add more one. Or in same collection, I want to modify that. Can you try with that? Can you try with the, you have to check instead of post, you have to see here get, okay. Then you no need to pass body, you no need to pass any body, okay, no headers. You have to simply pass one name. Take let's suppose I want to pass here name. Sorry, no result. So in name is like what is name? So if you are passing what was the name in that post? I want to post. Sorry, you have to remove that body also. That's why. Got it? You can try with that once. Bad request. Why it's coming? Because this is. You can try with the once. Got it? You will try with. Definitely, you have to pass here any name, either name or language. You can get that records. What is the name of data collection data? You can get one documents from MongoDB collection. You can try positive or no. Thank you so much. Any question? Have you posted
Sir,
the data or not? Yeah.
Sir, at morning, what time you will start machine learning?
Morning I will start 6:30 or 6.
This one is a new batch. Yeah, already started.
No, new batch.
Okay, sir.
I have already started at machine learning that is going on weekend only. So that was about to complete. But this will be the new batch. Got it? Thank
Yeah,
you so
sir.
much. Okay.